The UNC Asheville Student Government Association recently held elections to decide its members for the 2025 to 2026 academic year. But you may be asking, what exactly is the Student Government Association? What's it like to be a member, and what do they do? To find out, I sat down with current and future members of the organization to see what makes the SGA tick.
My name is Obianko Osaro, and I was elected SGA president.
So I'm Morgan Kim. I am a junior class senator of UNCA. I've recently been re-elected. Yippee!
My name is Christina Demetropolous. I am a freshman right now here at UNC Asheville.
I'm from Raleigh. I study atmospheric science with the concentration in broadcast meteorology.
I'm originally from Wilmington, North Carolina. I am at present an engineering student at UNCA. I originally came here to study art, but I love art, but also engineering is really cool.
I am going to be double majoring in sociology and women's and gender studies and minoring in legal studies. I'm from a small town over by Durham here in North Carolina called Creedmoor.
So I'm really, really ill about Destiny 2.
Been playing violin for 12 years, yet I'm not a music major.
I'm also the treasurer of UNCA's Asia Club, which I take a lot of pride in. I like knitting, I like crafting, doing art, I like oil painting. I pick something up new every week.
I've been involved in SGA for 2 years. This year, I'm not a part of SGA, but I'm still going to meetings and being involved, observing, and putting my suggestions, recommendations.
So I became involved with SGA in my first year of UNCA, which was last year. I'm a transfer. I'm at present a junior, and I'm going to keep being a junior next year because engineering makes credits weird.
So I was interested before I even started here. The moment I heard there was an SGA, I was like, I want to be a part of that. I want to be doing my best to help people and representing the campus community. And I'd actually run for the freshman senator position back in September, wound up not winning, but that did not stop me. I have attended every single SGA meeting that has happened in person since I got here. I might only just now be officially part of SGA, but I have been around for this entire year.
Just having people come to our table and, wonder what's going on. And, I'll tell them, hey, it's SGA election. So
I think that as a representative member of the student body, it's allowed me to connect with my constituents in a really, really important way. I don't love hearing about people's concerns, but I love being able to walk up to students and have a genuine, earnest conversation about what's bothering them, how we can work towards actual change, how we can improve things for them in the future.
I really like how open our student government is trying to be. This is a very small campus, so it's a lot more manageable for the SGA to actually interact with the students and ensure that we are properly representing everybody. But having open meetings, having office hours, having tabling events, they're really doing everything they can to reach the student body, and I really like that. But I also really like just the fact that SGA is able to get in contact with people in the administration that average students might not be able to.
The meeting was very exciting. Some people showed up, and I enjoyed talking with the student body. I have the opportunity to ask me any questions they may have about SGA, about myself, and about my goals for what I plan to accomplish next year.
I also really, really enjoy the people I've come to know in SGA because these people, they're all here for the same reason, for advocacy, to work for better for other people. And I feel like getting to know and surround myself with those kinds of action-oriented, passionate people has been one of the best things for my development as a person.
Most challenging part is making time, for this. This year, elections were more competitive than last year. I was running into other people who are also, prominent people on campus. They've been a part of SGA for as long as I've been on SGA. Finding time to do homework and finding time to table, and I made it happen. I made time. I was up on my feet till 11 p.m. every day. I came to Highsmith. If I seen somebody, I just had to approach them. And it may be awkward, but, students that really care about this, will take the time to listen to you. They will take this very seriously, and that's why a lot of people did vote this year. The turnout was amazing, 700 unique voters.
I think that one of SGA's biggest struggles at present is increasing interaction between the student body and SGA. Because the thing is, when I say I'm part of SGA, most people are like, what's that? What does SGA do? It's like, well, what don't we do?
We had the biggest turnout in terms of voting this year ever for our SGA elections, and it was still only 600 people. And we have, 2,500 roughly?
I think that there's definitely some struggle that we're having in bridging the gap between the issues that students care about, and how we want to help. Because I'm also seeing a lot of issues where people are talking about, oh, well, we're having this issue. I don't feel like SGA can do anything about it. Well, like, yeah, we can't do anything about it if you don't tell us.
There's a lot more connection that SGA and the student body could be having.
One of the things that we're working together with admin to do within the Osaro Cabral administration is getting more in contact with students. We are definitely wanting to reach out more with Bulldogs Belong, do more SGA events. We are definitely wanting to publicize SGA a lot more so that people know that we are there as a resource for them. We're not just some club. We are the direct line between the students of UNCA and admin.
A challenge is when you don't really like walking up to random people and saying, "Hi, I'm running for SGA." It can be a bit of a barrier in terms of talking to people and having that conversation, and it's also hard to tell what year someone's in. So you can walk up to someone and be like, "I'm running for SGA," only to turn out that they're a junior and they can't even vote for you, and now you just feel kind of awkward for talking to a random person.
Mental health for sure, having a safe space to bring their mental health concerns to people that can support them, whether it's helping counseling, their peers.
The biggest one right now is definitely the woods. SGA just passed a resolution this past Monday. You can actually find it on the SGA Instagram account.
Most students want the university administration to be transparent about what they're going to do, where they're going to, what part of the woods are they going to use, because it's massive.
SGA didn't find out that there was any potential construction plans from the administration. They found out from something different entirely. So just that lack of communication, and then obviously the cutting of majors that happened almost a year ago now, alongside other more broader nationwide issues like ICE and DEI.
Also, another issue is safety. The importance of campus safety is very serious.
Because at the end of the day, one is feeling unsafe, it's going to spread all around campus, and then panic and web of fear is going to engulf our students, and that's what we're trying to avoid as representatives and senators.
So actually, I'm on the transportation committee as a non-official SGA member. Usually senators are appointed to committees. They're part of the University Planning Council, Transportation Committee, which I'm on, student and fees, so how much students will pay next year. They also have a say in whether, citations will get appealed if you, file a appeal. I voted in parking changes that occurred this year from the previous years. Whatever students get to us, we'll get to those committees, and, they're, taking into consideration each one.
So I will say personally, right before this meeting, I was actually in a University Planning Council committee with the Chancellor. And within this council, we are planning what we want UNCA to look like in the year 2030. And one of the things that we were specifically talking about, with me being an engineering student, is, we have the 1x2 and 1x3 and the 2+2. And we're talking about how we can streamline things for engineering students. We're talking about how we can focus on getting students more connected with mentors, this isn't just engineering.
Her president of the student body, by virtue of being student body president, you're an ex officio member of the UNC Agbejule Board of Trustees. And what these board of trustees are, they're administrators. They make decisions for the schools.
One of the things that we were talking about specifically in this meeting was creating more certificates for students, creating more minors for students. We were just really looking at giving students more pipelines to explore different career opportunities, as well as getting involved with more industries so you can get more scholarships.
I would say one person in UNC Agbejule is worth 10,000 people because of how complex they might approach something. I hope it makes sense. One person could be worth 10,000.
We don't have control of the university administration, the UNC Board of Governors. Whatever they propose, it's final. Whatever bills that we sign goes to the Chancellor's office, and she signs, it's final. If she doesn't sign it, then, all we can do is just hope that the Chancellor signs it.
So we can't exactly say, "Hey, administration, we don't like this policy you've made, we're changing it." But we can say, "Hey, administration, we don't really like this policy you've done. Please change it. We have a lot of force behind this, please. We're representing your entire student body here. You should probably listen to us here."
There's definitely a totem pole of sorts where it is a student body, and we exist to advocate for the student body. We advocate upwards towards administration. And administration advocates for us towards the Board of Governors, Boards of Trustees, and what such. These higher level people, yes, they make big decisions that impact everyone. But that's not to say that we don't have any impact. It's like saying that your local government representatives don't have any impact. Power and advocacy starts at the bottom and it funnels upwards. And I believe that SGA only has as much power to change the levels of admin as you give us.
Whoever's going to be president today, tomorrow, next 10 years has a voting right on the UNC Agbejule Board of Trustees. And that further links to the entire UNC system. So you see how from a student body in Highsmith could have a further influence on the higher echelon that is the entire UNC system.
Yeah, and we are your direct representatives. I know that personally. Everyone at SGA, we have office hours where people can come talk to us about things. Honestly, not a lot of people show up to those. And I've taken great lengths to publicize my office hours, talk to people like, what's your issue on campus? You should let me know. How can I fix things for you? It really just falls upon the representatives to go out and network themselves to try and connect with students, because it feels like students see for some reason that SGA doesn't have the power to assist them, where we do, but we can't help you unless you help yourself first by coming to us.
Become a part of your campus community. Become part of that choice and a voice. And if you're interested in activism, it's definitely a great opportunity for you to get involved and get to know people.
Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. We're still on that particular ideology. So it's very significant and very imperative for us to have a student government.
While SGA has definitely gotten a lot of feedback from the student body, I am of the opinion there could be more.
SGA is awesome. We care about you. Tell us about your issues. We can fix it. We can fix you.
We can fix you. That's how we end. We can fix you.
Okay, now hold on.